For young men who end up in the juvenile justice system, it can be incredibly hard to get out, to change their story, to have the ability to follow their hopes and their dreams. The Delta Project exists to help them break that cycle, and the organization has grown to include so many positive programs for our youth in West Michigan. And there is a fabulous concert coming up that will help support all of the great work that they do. We've got Joel Van Kuyken and Cole Williams. They are co-founders. Cole is the executive director. Joel is the communications director. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having us.
All right,
thank you.
Yeah, it's great to see you.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the Delta Project as a whole and all of the things that you guys are doing.
Yeah, so for many that may not know, the Delta Project is our nonprofit organization that supports youth that are involved in our juvenile justice system, but also at risk at being involved in our juvenile justice system. And so we have a host of programs. One of our programs that we're always extremely proud of is our young fathers that we support that are ages 24 and under. We also have a program that supports boys in our alternative schools called Boys to Mentors. We have a Healthy Connections program that supports our kids in terms of their livelihood and their skills in terms of developing and growing into the community. But our one big one that we're always really proud of is our future skills, and that's teaching them digital editing, storytelling, and the importance of how important their stories are in changing the world and narratives around them.
Absolutely, right? Yeah, they have control of their story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and that's kind of the thing. So let's talk. This is a great opportunity for people to learn more about the Delta Project and to help support. So let's talk about this concert that's coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, so we've got an idea we had for gratitude. We've got this gratitude concert coming up. I think this idea kind of first appeared in our minds a couple of years ago, and we've been waiting for an opportunity for everything to come together. And so on May 11th, this coming Saturday, we're going to be featuring a reggae concert with Michael Rose, who was the lead singer of Black Uhuru from 1977 to 1985, someone whom I'm a huge fan of. I've been listening to him since 1982. Black Uhuru really filled the void after Bob Marley died and continued to take reggae music internationally. The music is just one part of it, though. There are two other bands, Lost Side Story, which is kind of an old school hip hop band, and Isabel, who is an emerging indie pop star. But what's really important is that we're showing gratitude.
Yes.
And we've got 5 different awards that we're going to be giving out. The At Potential Award, the Equal Rights and Justice Award, the Impact Award, the Community Partner Award, and the Education Award. There are people in this community doing important work in the juvenile justice space and with system-impacted people that we just don't often hear enough about. Yes. So we want to shine a light on people that often go unnoticed.
Wow, yeah, that sounds amazing. All right, so, and obviously, I mean, you're a huge reggae fan. You are just geeking out right now about this show, I know. So, you know, if people want to get there, tell us how, you know, how you're raising money during this, like what tickets are and how much is going, and how that money, where that money is going to be used.
So we have a number of sponsors that have joined at different levels, which is helping us kind of fill the void, because it does cost money to pull off a show like this. But tickets are available on the Wealthy Theater website, wealthytheater.org, through the Community Media Center. 35 in advance, 40 at the door, and there are VIP tickets available for $100 as well, which will get you guaranteed the 2 front rows, and also probably give you some extra swag that you can be excited about.
It's going to make it worth it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
And another part of this is that this is our fundraiser. This is an opportunity for us to raise funds for our program, but also most importantly to raise funding for our youth and our families. And so for us, this is a great opportunity for us to engage in music. We know that one of the things that work well with our kids is music, and music transforms lives, but also is about community and organizing our free will to express ourselves. And so I think this concert is tied greatly into the work that we're doing, and we just want to support youth and our families and our community. So we ask that people come out, support, be a part of changing the narrative when it comes to working with youth that are involved in our juvenile justice system.
That's wonderful. And Cole, this organization has grown so much.
Yes.
Talk about, you know, where you're at now and where you're going, because I mean, there's so much work still to be done, but you've done so much.
Yeah, there's so much work that needs need to be done. One of the things, I mean, we started inside the Juvenile Detention Center, and then we've grown into creating a podcast that tells the stories of lived experience youth and their families, and the professionals that work behind those scenes. Because one of the things we know is that in order to change narratives, we have to bring people to the table and allow them to express themselves. And so we know that this podcast is what we call What I Know Now. And What I Know Now is really taking a great look at what people have learned in these experiences and how they can transform the work moving forward in the future. So, I mean, we are continually growing, and we just look forward for the opportunity for people to come out and support the concert, but most importantly, come out and support our organization and the work that we continue to do to serve our kids.
Well, it's this is a great venue, a great vehicle to be able to share all the good work that you're doing. And raise some money while we're at it, right? And have some fun.
Fun is
That's
a big
the key.
part of it.
Share the gratitude.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, yeah.
Well, gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it and all you do. You want to get to this concert coming up May 11th. It's at the Wealthy Theater. Doors open at 6, 35 in advance, 40 at the door. There are some VIP tickets available if you want those too. I'm sure those are going to go fast. But if you want to learn more about the Delta Project, you want to see that check out that podcast, thedeltaproject.co for more information. We'll be right back.